Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. I've been intrigued to do this reading since I started these readings today because I think it's relative to eating. I've been eating a lot today, but I don't feel full. So I don't know if that is directly relative. Of course, in a symbolic way, it's directly, definitely related to Taurus because Taurus rules the throat. And what we ingest must go down the throat. Pause. So, been kind of curious all day to actually do this reading. Judgment in reverse flew out, but I'm not taking that. Just want to make a mental note of that. But what's going on, Tauruses? You know what I mean? Y'all been kind of quiet lately. But not for nothing, y'all are not really on spectacle display anyway. So I can't really say like, oh, it's out of the norm. Y'all are probably just chilling, doing what y'all normally do. And that's fine. That is okay. You know what I mean? You're beautiful anyway. Let me stop flirting with y'all and shit. Strength card popped out. Alright. 2 major arcana. So something major is going on with Taurus. That's what I'm picking up on. Not taking that either. Something major is going on with Taurus. And y'all may, I don't know, maybe y'all want to speak about it. Taurus rules the throat. Like I said, I ain't heard much from y'all lately. So, and I'm just talking about in my personal life, of course. But, I know y'all are out there. I know y'all are out there. So now we're going to cut. I got more control over the cards. We're going to cut now. Going to see what's going on with y'all. So first question we're going to ask, this is a general reading. We want to know who you are right now, Taurus. And this is who you are. What's that? King of Cups in reverse? Yes, it is. The things that you're saying, Taurus, they're not good. You're being selfish right now. You're being selfish right now, which is a natural trait of yours. So you can't be held totally accountable for being exactly who you are, right? However, there's some type of scheme going on, Taurus. I don't know if you're into some scamming shit, some pyramid scheme, some MLM, multi-level marketing, sign up here and you can get this amount of money in this amount of months. And I don't, listen, I'm channeling right now. It could also be, or it could be you trying to provide what appears to be expert advice about something that you're not totally knowledgeable about, but you may know someone who is, and therefore you're not the plug, but you're like the middleman that connects to the plug, and you may not really be fully aware of what you're getting yourself into because of that. And you may be doing this just merely because of finances, merely because of money. You may be in a tight spot right now. You may be in a tight spot right now and frustrated because of it, and even indulging excessively, too much. You might be fucking around with drinking too much, and you got to be careful because this is a Neptunian card. Rules over drugs, alcohol, and could be impacting your brain in a way that it's impairing it. There's a You've seen this though, and I think you're in the vein of you don't care. I think you've seen this in a way that you've got a download of some sort, and you felt like ignoring it anyway. You felt like this was something that you felt in the spirit, and you're like, you know what? The ship is going down anyway type shit, or things are the way they are anyway type shit. Inflation is this costs that, this person I can't rely on, I can only rely on me, therefore I'm going all out. You strike me as someone who doesn't have a criminal record though. However, jail is not out of the cards. This is a Pisces card. Pisces rules over prisons. Be careful, Taurus, because things don't have to end this way. Things don't have to go this way. But your emotional intelligence is off right now. Your gut told you something, it showed you something, and you're ignoring it. I think what was shown to you was saying that you gotta build a better support system, one that feeds each other, but in a positive way. And for some reason, I just keep feeling scamming. That has a wider spectrum than it used to have before, but it's like you're only out for self and shit. You're not trying to help anyone else. And yeah, let's get more into this. This shit is starting off deep. I feel the energy. So of course I know if this doesn't apply, let it fly, Tauruses. I'm talking to someone though. I'm talking to someone. And even though I'm saying you're not the plug, you're the connection to the plug, you're presenting yourself like you are the plug, because this is the king. This is the King of Cups, which is deceiving in the first place. But not only that, it's like you're taking the power and the clout that you have to exercise that, because you feel like crime pays, and you're the king, so you're like, fuck it, it's gonna be under my rulership. So the plug in a sense doesn't even have as much power as you do. They got the resource, they got the knowledge, but you're the king. This could be male or female. So you're like, yo, I'm the king, you go through me. Whoa, that's too much. I ain't taking all that. We're gonna put that back. I need more concentration on. We taking that. This is what's affecting you right now, pardon me. Conflict, right? That's the 5 of Wands? No, excuse me. 7 of Wands, okay. Standing your ground. There's still conflict. And so look, I might just be talking to a criminal underboss. I might be talking to a crime lord. You know? And it might be a turf war going on. And you refuse to let go of your spot. You refuse to let go of your throne. So you're standing your ground because you can. What's the use of having power if you're not going to use it type shit? And if I'm not speaking to a drug lord or a crime boss of some sort, I'm talking about a Taurus who has been wronged in some type of way through relationships. They've lost the trust in people. Somebody burned you. Not like gonorrhea, but like somebody played you on a bag, and you can't get over that shit. You can't get over that shit. But when I see this card as well, right? I see that you can get out of this. And this is exactly what you're fighting for. So this reading is taking a turn now. Because what's affecting you is you got to get out of that jam. You see how you're surrounded by all the other wands, but you got your main wand in your hand and you like, listen, motherfuckers, I'm going to get my way out of this. And you're going to do so in a way, you're going to clean up your act. You're going to clean up your act, and that may be your actual leverage for getting out of this. You're going to put yourself in a position to where it's known that you're fighting to get out of this, which may come across as puzzling, but, and I say that because you're a king. So kings don't gotta move but so much. You understand what I'm saying? You could point fingers and make shit happen, but you are actually getting up and you're fighting. But because you're fighting, it's not going to make you lose face. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to make you seem weak because you're getting up and you're fighting. And you're like, I'm the fucking king. I'm supposed to rule over this shit. So it's kind of like, why else do you think I'm doing this? Because I have a rulership. You know, the shady shit that you had going on. So you're fighting your way out of this in some kind of way. You want to take the high road. And it's going to be done in a way that says all you was doing was protecting yourself. Because this card in reverse is someone who's all out for self. So like I said, you got burned and you like, listen, I tried that whole kumbaya shit with people, and people fucking suck. So I'm embodying my throne and I'm standing up for my motherfucking self. It's a continuation of being out for self. And look, I'm just channeling and reading the cards, yo. You understand what I'm saying? I want to know what your value system is right now. What do you value? Because you got to bring more clarity to understanding more about this, because it's still vague and kind of secretive, because Neptune and Pisces is all over that king card. You know, it's sketchy. You gotta really investigate that shit to understand what the fuck is going on. There's some type of chaos going on. Something happened, yo. Something happened to where you was wronged in some type of way, and that shit like made you go rogue or some shit. Taking that. What do we have here? This is your value system. What's that? This is your value system. The 7 of Cups in reverse. Cannot make this shit up, yo. So this means you're about to get sober. You're about to sober up so you can gain emotional clarity. Realize that you made some fucked up choices. This is the sobering truth. This is what you're valuing right now. The sobering truth of realizing that you made up some fuck. Are you in a court system right now? Are you going to court? Jail may be actually hovering over your head, which has, and I'm saying this on some real shit, like a lot of people turn to religion and spirituality when they go to prison. The first thing they do is they hand you a Bible when you go in there. Right? And then it's up to you to decide what religion, you know, if you state your religion, they'll hand you something else, you know what I mean? But it's definitely something that's given for free along with your toiletries and all that other shit. So it's like I said, I don't feel like you even have a criminal record. Or let's say this, I don't feel like you have any criminal convictions that landed you in prison before. And this is the one that's pretty close. This is the one that really got you like, oh shit, I might go to jail for this. Or something is pressing along those lines to where you're fighting for yourself. You might even be fighting for your life. It's pushing you to at least develop the mentality like, yo, there's a possibility that I can go to jail behind what I'm about to do or what I'm doing. And you realize, yeah, I'm talking about a Taurus that life wasn't easy for you, yo. Life wasn't easy for you. Your options Your options were always the options that you were faced with, and you just took what you could and you ran with it. But now you realize you've made some fucked up poor choices with those options, and it has limited your options even more now because you're hot. You're hot. Once your name get on the radar out there in the streets, man, the only way to clean that shit up is to turn it completely around on some 180 shit. So you're having a reality check right now. You know you can change. You know you can change this whole shit around. But at least you're thinking about it now. You believe that that's actually a value system, when before you wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare. It isn't until you've experienced this hot water. Well, it ain't hot water. It's hot fire. It's this activity. But stems from the water. So it's hot water. It get the boiling. Because when you get in the court system or nearing it, that's hot water. That's why they got to bail you out. Shout out to Jordan Maxwell. So that's your value system. What's bothering you? Gotta find out what's bothering you. I mean, we could just imagine, right? But let's figure out what's bothering you. Man, this is deep. A few deep readings today. Not many, but a few, and they stand out. I think it's a Scorpio reading. I think the Sag reading was like the most bubbly thing ever. The Virgo reading was pretty deep. The Leo shit was like, whoa. It was just kind of far out there. Like, damn, really? All right, but Taurus, let me stop stealing your light and get to it. Okay. This is what's bothering you. The Nine of Wands in reverse. Refusing to compromise, huh? I keep getting this turf war thing. I think, you know what this is? This is like your reputation. Your name is your name. And you refuse to let your name get tarnished in these streets. Even after knowing that the value system that you believe will work is sobering up, gaining emotional clarity, knowing that you've made some poor choices in life, and yet still you're holding on to this wand, and you're like, yo, I'm still that motherfucker though. Some stubborn shit, Taurus. Some stubborn shit. You might even feel like you're the last of the Mohicans, the last of a dying breed. The last of the real niggas. I got a feeling you've been doing this for a while. Like I said, this gives me the feeling of someone who was born into limited options, took what they could, ran with it, made it through a lot without ever experiencing prison conviction. And because you've been out there in the streets for so long, you've developed a name for yourself. And pretty much that's all you got. And this is not over. I'm not saying that's all you are capable of, not at all. But I know this both sides of the coin, the legit and the illegitimate. And when you're on the illegitimate side and you haven't faced the type of adversity that to the point where you're punished for it, or you got to pay your debt back to society, you get the feeling like Scarface out this bitch. Straight up. Because until that very point where a gate slams, you're invincible. You're in the environment that's the most wildest environment, the most toughest environment known to mankind. So who can tell you that you won't survive it or come out on top and be the last one standing? You've been doing it for that long. So it seems like the only thing. It seems right because it's the only thing that you know. And when I say know, I mean via experience. Because you also know that value system of making a 180, sobering up and getting right, taking the high road. You're trying, but you just are stuck with you. You're stubborn. You're stubborn. What's going on in the short term for you? I'll find out what's going on in the short term for Taurus. This. Independent wealth. Independent wealth. The Nine of Pentacles. This is a real good card. I'm trying to piece this together. How did you make this happen, Taurus? How did you make this happen? You know what I'm picking up on now? I'm still in the criminal territory because I for the life of me, I can't understand. I can understand, but you had a lot more going on. And this is why I said there's a lot of vagueness to this story. But you had a lot more going on than what meets the eye. King of Cups. You done had some investments out in them streets. And you came to collect. That's what this fighting is about. And just because it says that you're taking the high road when you're doing this fighting, that could mean different things to different people. Alright? It doesn't mean that you came in person. It's pretty much what I'm saying. This could be merely a depiction of someone who's going to take what they possess in their immediate vicinity to fight their way out of bars. Because it's always been a prison for you, in or out of jail. You're going to make bail, you're going to pay the lawyer, and you're going to be freed. Now, I don't know the details of this. I don't know the deets, right? And I probably don't want to know. So you don't have to get in the comment section and tell me the details, please. You know, don't do that. But just know that this attitude that you possess of being stubborn, and that's what's bothering you, that you have to be stubborn and keep your name as your name. This is why. Because there's rules to the streets too. And I know a lot of it seems broken. A lot of it is broken. But like I said, you believe you're one of the last Mohicans. You're the last of a dying breed. And I'm just feeling that this turnout is what's going to help you turn that new leaf. Because not only are you going to have the resources to pay to get you out of that hot water, you're also going to have money left over. And you're going to feel like it's a battle that was worth fighting for. Let's see what it leads to, because I'm not just going to lean on my own intuition. Let's see what the universe got to say about it. God, what's the long term for Taurus? I didn't expect this reading. So this is why we haven't been talking in a while, huh, Taurus? Sheesh. It's okay. It's probably better that we're long distance right now. Have me caught up in your indictment. I'm just a tarot reader. I'm just, you consulted them. Oh, shit. Being stubborn with these cards again. Come on, just show me what's the long term. Here we go. Long term is, Yeah. Yo. Look. Alright, so look. The Ten of Swords in reverse is about escaping. Escaping the ruin. So I nailed it when it came to that. You're going to take what you have and you're going to, I think you're going to like, again, I think you're going to make that 180. Because you've learned from the past hardships. Like I said, someone who was your partner did you dirty. They did you greasy, yo. And it's like it's no honor amongst thieves type shit. And that really fucked with you. But you refuse to give up. You refuse to give up on your name even more because it's like someone robbing you. And I'm not saying you got robbed, but it's like when someone does you that dirty in the streets, it's like that's a L. So you can't take another L by going to jail and giving up your turf and your territory. You got to fight that shit all the way through because your name is still your name. But you've learned from this past hardship, and you always feared that someone was going to do you dirty. It's like that when you're in the game. You suspect that it could be any moment now. It could be any day and it could be anyone. But you hope and pray that it can't be the ones that you think is going to be. Like, damn. And then it ends up being the people that are close to you. So it fucks with you more. And that fear that was always in the back of your subconscious mind actually came true. This person might have even snitched on you. I don't like that word no more. I think this person might have cooperated and told on you in the court of law. Let's say that. Because nobody knows what the fuck that even means anymore. But this person might have either done that, gave up some information in that type of way, or gave up some information to another rival in the streets so that they have one up on you. And because of this, all of this, you're going to end up pulling yourself together and you're going to get the fuck up out of Dodge. Because you do realize that you won. You're not dumb. You're not stupid. You realize you won. You realize you got some bread. You realize, I won't even call it that you're lucky. You realize that you've used your street smarts thoroughly and fully. You got yourself into a jam and you got yourself out of it. And then it's like, okay, money is the goal, right? You're a Taurus. I mean, come on, let's be fucking real. And this is in the short term for you. That could mean that shit don't last forever, right? So you got to get the fuck up out of Dodge. Probably going to be in another state where the sales tax, there's no sales tax, and although the salaries may be lower, the prices is lower too. So you're going to save. And you got street money, it's old money. You know what I'm saying? Long money. Watch that shit, Taurus. And I'm talking about starting off the reading with bad advice and shit. Look, I bury it. You know what I mean? Don't take my advice, but I'm just saying, get the fuck up out of Dodge and do what you gotta do. You know what you gotta do. I'm out.